welcome to the second episode of the NSSF Friends with Benefits Season 3. I am Gaetano.
I am Crystal. It's good to be back. I must say red might just be your color.
I know. Even on your lips, it works just perfectly. The NSSF Friends with Benefits show is about success stories. 16 contestants who took their benefits and invested them wisely to help their money grow NSSF style.
Now, on the last episode, we met Patrick Oponya, who, despite being visually impaired, received his invalidity benefits and used it to start a successful beekeeping project. We do like his honey.
Yes, that's what you call a sweet story. We also met Samix Mwanje, who used his withdrawal benefits to start a community-based organization to help vulnerable people gain skills.
Okay, now remember, at the end of this episode, you will find out who our first semi-finalist is, and they will be one step closer to the coveted grand prize of 30 million shillings.
Ka-ching!
First runner-up who gets 15 million shillings. Or the second runner-up who gets 10 million shillings.
Oh, Munsao, you guys like my sound effects? Ka-ching, ka-chung, ka-chang.
Thank you very much. But Gaetano,
yeah,
where would we be without our amazing panel of judges?
That is absolutely correct. Help us welcome into the studio. They're right here, sitting ready, willing, and able. Head of Communications and Marketing at NSSF, Barbara Arime.
And the only man on the panel, we have award-winning journalist and communication specialist, Simon Kasiate.
Simon is copying my hairstyle.
Yeah, he's on his way.
And of course, last but not least, human resource specialist, Mabel Chigundu.
And they are here to ask the right questions.
Right. It's over now to our third host to find out who our third contestant is.
Some call it posho, others call it kawunga, yet others call it ugali. Well, it doesn't matter what you call it. The one thing that you will agree with me on is that this is a very popular dish in Uganda and East Africa. But have you ever thought of how this dish is made? Well, look no further. In this part of the country, I am told that posho is enjoyed with a delicacy known as ebo. There it is. This looks delicious. Well, before I try my hands on this new delicacy, how about we take a listen as Moses tells his full NSSF Friends with Benefits story.
My name is Moses Elungat and I'm 58 years old, and I received the age benefits from NSSF. So from that time, I'd already conceived an idea as to how to invest this money on a maize mill, maize flour milling machinery. I procured this machine from China. So when I showed interest online, they referred me to the agent, who is actually one of their customers, whom I went and visited, and he showed me the way the machine works, because he has a similar machine. So when I saw it, I was impressed. I was convinced that this is the right machine for me. The land is available. It can be 100 acres of land. I can be able to produce enough maize which the machine can process. I'm actually a practical person. I always want to be involved in the process of the maize production. I have a place where I dry it. I harvest it from the garden. I have a storage. On average, the number of people who come through, that is the people who come to do the milling, we've been looking at something like 50 people on a daily basis. I expect, actually, from now onwards, the number to grow. The advice I would give to people who are about to retire is to start planning now for them to decide on what to do with the money, the benefits they are going to be paid. To me, I believe this is a dream come true. It's going to be a very profitable business for me. And I believe I've made the best use of the benefits from NSSF.
Well, there you have it, Mr. Moses Elungat. Please help me in welcome him onto the NSSF Friends with Benefits stage. Moses. All right, Mr. Elungat is our third contestant, and I'm going to throw it over to the judges who have some very interesting questions for you. Judges.
Pleasure.
Yes, Moses, you have a great project out there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and I can see you are touching the community.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to share with us, how did you come up with this project? Did you have prior knowledge of this business? Did you have goals in place? And if you did, how much of that are you achieving right now?
Okay, really how I conceived this idea, previously, actually, I'm a farmer myself. And I used to see the way fellow farmers were actually suffering with the crop. Normally, during the harvest, you find that first of all, the prices go down, they really crash. So you find that people end up selling their crop, selling the maize at very low prices. So I said I should get a project whereby these people should be able to benefit. At least I can be able to buy from them at a better price than really the lowest price, which is normally offered at the market at the time of the harvesting.
Thank you, Moses. Good afternoon.
Right.
My questions are around the capacity of your plant on a daily basis, and where do you market these things?
Really, this machine has a very big capacity. The capacity is 10 tons, and 10 tons that is in 24 hours. That is almost a full day. It is able to mill all that maize, wow, which is weighed to the tune of 10 tons. Okay. So meaning that currently I'm selling to the business community in my area, and also selling to, they have institutions around. I have some school I'm actually supplying at the moment. So actually I'm going into to sign a contract with them so that I'll be the one supplying them.
Moses, there is one important word that we try to look out for in this competition.
Yeah.
The word is sustainability. Because let's not forget, you picked your last insurance check from NSSF. Wouldn't you have rather kept it in another venture where you keep eating it one bit at a time until your final day here, or pass it on to your kith and kin?
That is one factor I really had to take that into consideration, because from word go, I knew that really this is quite a, it is quite a risky venture, but at the same time I know that it is worth the effort. So really I considered that, and I did my survey with the manufacturers and also the people who have already been running these systems. And I confirmed that really, in terms of the risks, I think it is, I can say, unless really if you operate this machinery efficiently and making sure that you are doing the maintenance properly, it should be able to run for a period of time. At least I can say, for people who have been in it, actually they've been running the machinery for like 10 years. And I believe by then I should have broken even and even recovered my money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gaetano, as a judge, I am not supposed to applaud, I guess, so I will allow you, taking cue from me, to give him a hand clap, and I'll tell you why. Just a hand clap for him.
Well, you heard the man.
And this is why I asked that you clap for him, because I have heard and read that the higher the risk, the greater the benefit.
Yeah. That's right.
If it works out.
Very
Good luck,
indeed.
Moses, and all the best.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much. Thank you.
Well, you heard it over here. Risk, venture, income, capacity. Very important words when it comes to investing your money. Right. Good luck to you, Moses. I want to tell everybody out over there who's tuned in, all you have to do, if you want Elungat Moses to go through to the next round, *254# is the number to go to. Follow the instructions. Or you could go to www.nssfug.org/FWB. Our man is Moses Elungat. We'll be back right after this short break to find out who our fourth contestant is on Friends with...
Fall in love with the new NSSF Go app today. Download the app from your mobile app store and do much more than view your current NSSF balance. You can now set your savings goals and work towards achieving your retirement benefits. Make voluntary payments and update your details directly from the app. We understand why you're falling in love with it, so go ahead and share this experience.
NSSF, a better life.
Welcome back to NSSF Friends with Benefits. I am Crystal. Now remember, at the end of this show, we will be announcing the winner from episode 1. But now I need your full attention. Here's today's financial tip.
Before you retire, NSSF is going to give you a lump sum. So my advice to anybody out there who is getting a lump sum from the NSSF is to make sure that they receive advice, but also put their money in an investment that is liquid, that will give them a return, perhaps every month, perhaps every quarter, perhaps every half year, but that is regular enough to sort of replicate your salary that you are getting while you're working.
You see, I told you that was important information. But now, let's meet our fourth contestant.
This is the majestic Kibale National Park, home to one of Uganda's largest forest reserves. And at the tip of the park sits Kibale Guest Cottages, owned by Samuel Mugenyi, who used his benefits to take his venture to the next level. Samuel used the rest of the money to set up these amazing holiday homes in Kulambiro, a suburb of Kampala. For me, this is the kind of place that you come with your significant other and enjoy some peace and tranquility. But here I am, stuck with these guys. Nah, I'm calling my girlfriend. This is too beautiful to spend it with these guys. As I do that, how about we take a listen as Samuel tells his NSSF Friends with Benefits story.
I quit former employment at age 48, and that was 2 years before I could claim the benefit. I came back to my business and waited for the 2 years. December of 2017, I applied for the withdrawal, and it appeared in 2018 January. Where you're seated is Kibale Guest Cottages. It had been operational for the last number of years, since 2014, and there was so much lacking. Not because there were no structures, the structures were there, but very sensitive departments lacked equipment. So I chose to put this business onto a new footing, and indeed, it went to a new footing. The theme is wood. The architecture is African art. The beds, stands are from local materials. So it is a depiction of our African culture and art. So when I received the benefits from NSSF, I went straight to investing the 120 million. And it basically went into improvement plan. Our biggest challenge had been water, because we are not on the town line. We're in the middle of nowhere. So I sank 2 deep wells. We are now self-sufficient with water. This business has registered growth. Our monthly turnover is not less than $10,000 a month. We have received recognitions, and we have received certification from Holiday Check as one of their preferred destination in this national park for 2019. I chose to put 120 million in this business. The balance, 400 million, went to another project. That, once it is complete, will also turn into a service. I am putting up 6 holiday apartments in Kulambiro in Kampala. When I look across and see this investment, it gives me the hope that anything is possible. If you hold it carefully and strategically, anything is possible.
Wow, wow, wow. I love discovering new places in Uganda. I want to go there. Let's welcome our 4th contestant, Samuel.
Thank you.
Oh, please take a seat. Take a seat. Oh my, that is beautiful. I love that you use local materials and you try to make it look authentic and African. Just gorgeous. Now, I'm going to hand you over to our judges. They have a number of questions for you. Sure. And I think today we will start with Mabel.
Hello, Samuel.
Hello.
Oh, what a beautiful place you have out there.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Please share with us how the whole idea started.
I started employment in the mid-90s. By 2004, I was already looking into retirement. I set my target, my latest target, at 50 years. 50, whatever happened, I was poised to go, to leave formal employment. But it happened at 48 instead. But earlier on, I had to look into what happens after age 50. And I thought of a preferred future. That's an activity that would keep me running. And I chose the service industry. It was a struggle. Like all businesses, it was a struggle. Between 2014 and 2017, we were hustling. So the big bomb came, NSSF funds.
Samuel, without a doubt, I know from my research and interest that tourism is the way to go. It is, in fact, the leading cash cow for this country. And I'm only glad that you ventured, you had earned money in that direction. Without a doubt, I know you will get leaps and bounds of profits. But I'm looking at the value and supply chain. How is it and how much money comes in from the tourists and trickles out to the local community to elevate them out of poverty?
The advantages are vast. They're both direct and indirect. The direct ones are in terms of monetary terms. As a hotel, we attract local communities, especially the ladies. You saw in the pictures, the decor, the crafts are made from by local women groups. So once we have teams of tourists coming in, we attract these people to come and display their artwork. That's direct, income to them.
This one I won't allow Barbara to ask, because if she does, we'll accuse her of direct marketing.
And I'm wondering when you're going to
a show
to
of
give
NSSF.
me an opportunity to ask.
Absolutely. This one we're very much interested. 10 professionals running the place, you and your wife being one of those running the place, meaning you have more than 5 employees. Are you also religiously and Barbara, you're laughing.
That's a good question.
Are you paying NSSF for your staff?
Yes.
So they become like you in the days to come?
Yes. Having benefited and seen the benefits, it would be very unwise and very unfair not to pay anybody's NSSF if they are supposed to.
That's what you ask. She's all yours now.
Okay, thanks for asking that question. Okay, thank you so much. I'm very impressed by your business and the fact that you actually started thinking about your retirement when you started working. And my question is around expansion.
Yes.
Now that you're successful in Kibale Forest, what are your plans for expansion? Are you going to roll out a hotel chain or something of the sort? I would like to hear your plans 5-10 years from now.
One step at a time. There's still so much to be done in Kibale guest cottages itself.
Okay.
Our current occupancy is about 50%. Well, plowing back $10,000 minimum a month. But when you look at the trends, the way I look at trends, I would rather have something small, I perfect it, build that income to not less than $30,000 a month, than spread out.
Okay. Well, I think you're giving us reasons to go outside Kampala. I think we can all learn from that, yes?
Yes.
Yes? Now,
but also,
if you...
Crystal, one way of getting Ugandans to visit these places by him offering us a treat to his facility. How about that?
We'll get back to you, Simon.
I'm also not in agreement.
This is a conversation for later. Now, if you would like to see Samuel move forward in the competition, and if you're inspired, you have to vote for him. So dial *254# and follow the instructions, or go to the website www.nssfug.org/FWB and make sure you vote. We'll be right back after the break.
Nzijukira ebiseera ebyo abawagizi ekitiibwa nali muzira mu kisaawe ne mbulamu obwa bulijjo nga nsobola okwetuusaako buli kye njagala. Naye olunaku lumu byonna ne biggwaawo. Singa nategekera obukadde bwange nandibadde mu bulamu obweyagaza kati.
Every year, millions of Ugandans retire into poverty. To reduce that number, NSSF has introduced voluntary membership, which allows more Ugandans to save with NSSF and makes contributing easier by letting you pay through mobile money. It is available to individuals who run companies that employ less than 5 employees, as well as those who used to save with the fund and are now gainfully self-employed but are below the age of 60. Sign up today by visiting your nearest NSSF branch.
NSSF, a better life.
Welcome back to NSSF Friends with Benefits. Now remember, at the end of this show, we will reveal who the winner from episode 1 is.
And also, a quick reminder, in today's episode, we heard from our 3rd contestant, and that was Mr. Elungat Moses, and also from our 4th contestant, Samuel Mugenyi.
Now tune in next week to find out who the winner from this episode will be. The votes will be verified and audited by PwC.
A big thank you, of course, to our judges, to you, the viewers, and to the lovely audience today. Thank you very much.
Special thanks to Afros and Mo for hair and makeup. And if you have not yet downloaded the NSSF Go app, you need to. There are 100 reasons for you to fall in love with it. I'll give you another one. It's simple to use and so convenient. But now, I think it's only right we reveal the winner from last week's episode.
Oh, yes.
Gaetano, do you have the envelope?
Oh, yes, I almost forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I forgot it.
Come on now.
It's right here. How could I forget it?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
I said, are you ready?
Yeah! Okay.
Can we get the mood light, please? Some tension in the air. The winner from the first episode of Season 3, Friends with Benefits, is...
Patrick Oponya!
Congratulations, Patrick. We shall see you in the final 8.
All right, make sure you vote. Your contestants, your favorite contestants, need your votes. The voting lines are now open.
Until next week, goodbye. You've been watching Friends with
Benefits.